August 9, 1965. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew is live on television. He has just received news that would break a nation. Singapore has been expelled from Malaysia. He struggles to speak. The weight of the moment is crushing. Why? Because the leadership in Kuala Lumpur saw this Chinese majority island as a threat, a rival, and so they cast it out. But these tears weren't an ending. They were the beginning of one of history's most incredible transformations. Look at the Singapore Lee had to lead. A tiny island with no natural resources, no army. 75% of its people lived in slums without proper sanitation. Over half were illiterate. Ethnic tensions boiled over into violence. Its water and food depended on its now hostile neighbor. This wasn't a country. It was a crisis. Lee's first move? Ensure Singapore wasn't erased. He locked himself away for weeks, planning. Then, he played a desperate game of diplomatic chess. First, global recognition. Singapore joined the United Nations within a month. Next, dangerous neighbors. After executing Indonesian saboteurs, Lee flew to Jakarta. To calm fury, he paid respect at their graves, a strategic, humiliating move for survival. By 1967, he helped found ASEAN, turning potential enemies into partners. Finally, an army. With the British leaving, he turned to Israel to build a citizen force. His rule was absolute. If you cannot defend yourself, no one else will. With borders secure, Lee engineered society from the ground up. His tool? Ruthless pragmatism. Economy. He hired Dutch economist Albert Winsemius, who said, "Attract foreign investment at all costs." Lee slashed corruption, built infrastructure, and cleaned the city. Giants like Texas Instruments and GE arrived. Housing. He launched a massive public housing program, moving millions from slums into modern flats. He funded it through a mandatory savings fund, the CPF. Unity. He made English the common language among Chinese, Malay, and Indian communities. Housing quotas forced integration. Governance. He paid ministers top salaries but unleashed a fierce anti-corruption agency. When his own minister was caught, he was driven to suicide. Lee showed no one was above the law. The Garden City campaign was born, cleaning and greening every street as a signal to the world. Discipline was absolute. Fines for littering, bans on chewing gum, severe penalties for drugs. The result? A meteoric rise. Changi Airport became the world's best. The port, a global hub, GDP skyrocketed, but the cost was freedom. The press was controlled. Political dissent was crushed. Lee's philosophy was clear. We decide what is right. Never mind what the people think. His foreign policy was equally bold, finding the use for espionage and calling out other nations' weaknesses, all while balancing between superpowers. Lee Kuan Yew died in 2015. The boy who survived World War II and saw empires fall had built a first-world oasis from nothing. Today, Singapore's wealth and education levels rival any nation. His legacy is the ultimate paradox, a dictator who delivered unparalleled success. He argued his tough love was necessary. If I had not interfered in people's private lives, we would not be here today. He took a speck on the map with no resources and proved its people were the greatest resource of all. This is the story of Lee Kuan Yew, the man who manufactured a miracle.